start off this recipe, the first thing you're going to need to do is prepare your custard. So for that, you need to get a bowl and crack in 2 eggs into that bowl. After that, you're going to need 2 egg yolks. Get another bowl and basically crack the egg and separate the egg whites into the other bowl. You just want to shimmy it side to side to get the egg whites out. If you're not very confident, you can just crack the egg into the bowl and use the old scooper method. Basically, just get your hands in there and scoop out the egg yolk with your hand. And then just shimmy it side to side to get any excess egg whites off. So in total, you'll have 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks for the custard. Next, you want to add in just a touch, not even a touch, as much vanilla as you like. Add a 1/4 cup of sugar. Next, you just want to whisk the mixture until the sugar is dissolved. After that, it's time to make the milk. So for this recipe, I'm using Thai tea, which comes in tea bags. So what you want to do is get your tea bags and basically place them into the pot and add just a bit of hot water to get them going. So after they've soaked just a little bit, you then want to switch on the heat and then add in your milk. So you want to add in 1.5 cups of whole milk. Then you just want to let the tea infuse into the milk. Next, you want to add in your secret ingredient, which is 1/2 cup of condensed milk. And if you don't have condensed milk, you can use sugar instead. So you then just want to heat it up and let the tea infuse into the milk. Just note, you don't want to let the milk boil. Once the tea has been infused into the milk, you want to take out the tea bags. Now thinking about it, they kind of look like balls. After that, you want to get it off the heat and let it cool. So if you're not into Thai tea, you can always use any other type of tea. So another example I'm using here is I'm using green tea leaves. Just the same method, but just using green tea leaves instead. So moving on to the apparatus for this recipe, you're gonna need some ramekins and an oven-safe dish or tray. You can use a glass tray or you can even use a cake pan. So next we're gonna start on our caramel. So the caramel is 2 ingredients, which is water and sugar. How you wanna do it is you wanna add your sugar to the pan, about 1/2 cup of sugar, and then add 4 tablespoons of water to it to get it going. So the key to making a good caramel is basically not to stir it. I know it sounds pretty whack. You just want to swish it around and swirl it. So you just want to heat your sugar until it starts to melt and caramelize. And once it turns a nice amber color, you want to pay attention because it can tend to burn very quickly. So once it reaches a nice dark rich color, your caramel is done. So you just want to take it out and pour it straight into the ramekins. You want to do this while it's hot. If not, the caramel will cool down and harden up. So next it's time to add your tea infused milk into your egg mixture. So how you want to do that is, you want to add just a bit of your milk into your egg while whisking. So one important note is that if your milk mixture is still hot, you need to do something which is called tempering. So basically you're going to raise the temperature of the eggs slowly. So basically you just don't end up with scrambled eggs. And don't worry if you have extra tea infused milk. That is basically Thai milk tea. So next you want to strain the mixture and then pour it straight into your ramekins. So I'm doing 2 flavors, which is my Thai milk tea and my green tea. So next you want to preheat your oven to 150 degrees Celsius. So basically how we're going to be cooking the custard is we're basically going to be steaming them. We're not technically baking them. So you want to pour boiling water about halfway up to the ramekins. Then you want to get a skewer and basically pop the bubbles on the surface. This allows for a smoother custard. Then you want to cover it with some aluminium foil and chuck it in the oven for about 40 minutes. So this type of cooking method is basically called a bain-marie. So basically we're using the water bath to remain a constant temperature and cook the custard evenly. So once your custards have done steaming, a good way to check is basically just tap it on the side. And if there's not sufficient jiggle, then it should be fine. So next, you just want to get them out of the water and let them cool to room temperature. So that's the kind of jiggle you're looking for. So once your custards have cooled to room temperature, you want to leave them in the fridge for a few hours. So if you leave your custards in the fridge for more than 3 hours or so, the sugar at the bottom tends to harden up a bit. So one way to release it is basically get a bowl of hot water and place your ramekin into the bowl. So basically this will just heat the sugar up a bit and allow for a quick release. So how you want to get your custards out of the ramekins is basically you want to place it on the table and basically run your knife along the edges, slowly making your way down. So you just want to slowly loosen the sides so that it comes out easily. Next, you want to get your serving plate and put it on the top, and now it's time for the big reveal. So you just want to hold your plate firmly and flip it around. So the first method you can use is the old tap, and if that doesn't work, you can use the old I study physics method, and that should work. And there you have it, a nice and delicious crème caramel, which is basically just a fancy word for egg custard. So if you missed it just now, this is how exactly you do it. So again, with the I study physics method, and if you're wondering why physics, this is centrifugal force. And please do not ask me what that is, because I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. So this custard is actually pretty easy to make. It just takes a bit of practice, and it can be done with just a few ingredients. So why not give it a try, put your own twist to it, and add some jiggle into your own life. So that's all for the video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite type of jiggle is. Till then, peace.